Hey everyone, welcome back to Charlie Tech. In the last video, we spoke about variables and data types. We learned that that's how PHP stores and handles different kinds of information. If you've been following this series and it's helping you learn, please like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to this channel. Now today, we are getting into something fun. We'll learn about operators in PHP. We will cover three main things. First of all, we'll start with arithmetic operators. And then we'll move to decrement and increment operators. And the last one we'll do is called the operator precedence. So we'll first start with arithmetic operators. Now, arithmetic operators are basically the math tools in PHP. We use them to perform simple calculations like addition, subtractions, multiplication, and so on. Now, let us start with some calculations. First of all, I am going to declare three variables and then we'll use it to perform our calculations. So let's start with addition. So I'll declare three variables, x, y, z. I'll declare x and I'll give it a value of 10, and then y, I'll give it 20, and then z will store the calculations. Z will store the calculations. So this is where the calculation will be performed. So x plus y. And then it would echo out z because that's what is storing the calculation. Now you see that 10 plus 20 is 30. Now let us change the values and see. Let me make it 40, 20. Now you can see that it is giving you a value of 60. Now this is how to perform addition. Now let's move to subtraction. So the same procedure, z is equal to um, x minus y. 40 minus 20 will give you 20. Now let me change the value to 30. You can see that it's still giving us 10 because x minus y is representing 40 minus 30. Now that's how to perform subtraction. Now let us move to multiplication. Sorry, times y. You can see that it's giving us 1200. Now let me make it 4 and then 30. 120, 12. So this is how to perform multiplication. Now let us move to division. Now let me make it 50 and then 30. So this is the answer, 50 divided by 3. Now let me make it 20 and then 2. Now it's giving us a value of 10. Make it 200 and then 20. Still 10. Let me make it 300 and then 20. It's giving me 15. So this is how to perform division. Now let us move to the modulo. Now 0. It's giving us 0. Let me make it 30, 20. It's giving us 10. Let me make it 300 and then 20. Still give us 0 and 2, 1. So it means that 2 will go into 3 two times and it will give us a remainder of 1. That's what modulus means. Now we can use modulus to do with even and then odd numbers. We'll be using it in the upcoming videos when we get to um, if and else statements. Now let us move to the exponential. X and then so x raised to the power y. Now to give you an idea, because the first variable it represents the base, so the base is 3, and then this y is representing the exponent. Y is representing the exponent, so it's going to be 3 raised to the power 2. Now let me change the exponent to be 3, so that give us 27. 3 raised to the power 3 is 27. Now let me make it 4 and 2. 4 raised to the power 2 is giving us 16. So this is how to perform basic arithmetic operations. Now we'll talk about the increment and decrement. In PHP, whenever you want to add a number by 1, you have to use the increment. You have to use the increment, and then the increment is declared by using two plus signs. It is declared by using two plus signs. So this will give us plus 1. You understand? So for instance, let me name a variable counter and then give it a variable of 0. You let me make it 10 and then increment the counter, and then let me echo out the counter so that it's giving us 11, because the increment adds a number to 1. You understand? So let's say you want to add 2 or a particular number. You want to increment it by a particular number. First of all, you have to give it a plus sign and an equal to sign, and then you give it the value, the number that you want it to um, add up to. So you see that it is adding up to 2, so it gives us 12. So mind you, this is plus 1, and then if you want to increment it by a specific number, use the plus sign and an equal to sign, and then the number you want it to increment it to. Let me change it to maybe 4, so that it will give us 14. Now let us move to the increment. Now whenever you see two minus signs, it means decrement. So let's say you want to decrement this counter, so that it has decremented by 1. So it will give us 9. Let me change the value. It will give us 4. So this is minus 1. So let's say we want to subtract it or decrement it based on a specific number. So with the same procedure, minus and equal to, let's say you want to decrement it by 2, it will give us 3. Let's say you want to decrement it by 4, it will give us, sorry, it will give us 1. So this is how to use the decrement and then the increment. Now let us move to the operator precedence. Let me comment this out first. Now let me talk about the operator precedence. Let me comment these things out. All right. So now this is very important because most developers find it difficult with this. So the operator precedence decides which operation runs first when you make different kinds of operations. So this is the order: bracket first, followed by an exponent, followed by multiplication, followed by division, modulus, plus, and minus. It is like BODMAS. It works like BODMAS. So let me give an example. Let's say let me assign this variable total, and then let me give it 1 plus 2 minus, let's say, 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 5 exponent 6. So here, this is when an operator precedence comes in. It will decide which operation should come first, should run first. So here we have no bracket. So the next one will be exponent. So this will calculate, followed by this, and then followed by this, the division. Then it will move. There's no modulus, there's an addition, then the last one is minus. So let us see what this answer would give us. It will give us 2.9999232. So this is how the operator precedence works. It checks which kind of operation it should solve first. Now let us practice some examples. Now we are going to find the area of a square. So we know that an area would contain a length, and let's assign it to 5, and then a width, area of a rectangle. So, and then an area. So an area, length times width. So would the area would store the calculation times the width. Now let me equal out area. Now it will give us 15. So this is how to calculate for the area using PHP. Now let us try with an area of a circle. Let me comment these things out. So let's say it will contain a radius. Let's set the radius to, let's say, 3.5. Or let me make it a whole number, 10. Sorry, I had to begin with the dollar sign. And then pi is 3.14. And then an area of a circle, let's say area of a area circle is equal to pi times the radius exponent 2. Then we'll print out area of a circle. So to give us 314, let's make it a float, 10.8. So this is the answer. And then this is how to deal with arithmetic operators. This is how to deal with arithmetic operators. This is how to work with increment and decrement. And then these are operator precedence. In the next video, we'll move on to logical operators. That's where PHP starts making decisions and it makes things interesting. In the next video, we are moving on to logical operators. That's where PHP starts making decisions and things get interesting. In the next video, we are going to move on to logical operators. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any information. Thanks for watching. This is Talitech, and I am making programming simple and fun. See you in the next one.